Hey guys, I'm Andy from Overkill Customs. Today we have a 2023 Challenger Hellcat Jailbreak in the shop, and we're going to do some lighting upgrades. Let me show you what we're going to do. Now, these Dodge Challenger headlights look pretty cool from the factory, but we can add some upgrades. There are two ways to do this. There are little lighted rings here from the factory that we can swap out, which is what we're going to do today. The other option, I want to say it's a simpler option, is you replace the factory DRL board and it lights up as well. The headlights out of the car, we're here in the back. We're going to replace these lighted rings here that has a little DRL board with an overlay of a board, so that way we can adjust the color at any time. But now is the fun process of heating these up and taking them apart correctly. You got to be careful. You can't overheat them, you will melt them, and these are not the cheapest thing in the world. So be mindful. Also, if you do sit this in the oven, don't say anything directly on these tabs because it will melt the tabs. Ask me how I know. So. I just took this top off. I promise you this is way harder than it looks. I've just done this 1,000 times now. But the biggest part of these headlights is this flange right here, trying to get this open up because you can't really pry into it very well, so you kind of mutilate the plastic. It's okay because we'll go back and we'll repair it later, but that's kind of a pain. But basically you just kind of work yourself all the way around it, and then now I'm gonna put it back in the oven and heat it up because I need to make this plastic where the glue more pliable, and then I can scoop it out. Now, it'll come out now, but it just works a lot better when it's soft. And conversely, I'll need to do on the back of this as well. As we're prepping this, we're going back and forth, cycling between the left, right, and right light just to make it as efficient as possible. But I've already taken all these bolts, so we're gonna start disassembling. So the little diffuser ring, which we may or may not put back in depending on its application. Another diffuser ring. And then this whole assembly comes out here. And this is the whole light assembly. Now, depending on what we're gonna do, depends what we need to take out. These, they said were the other way. If these are the factory DRL boards, they just light up white. It sends some light into the rings and diffuse it and come around. We're not doing that. We'll be installing these little rings here one way or another. Not sure how we're going to get in here yet, so that's where creativity happens. Although they say that these fit, nothing ever fits right. Okay, we've decided how we're going to mount these. What we've done here is we've just used the double-sided tape that comes with this, stuck it to it just as a temporary solution because I just don't trust that. Headlights do get hot. We've also added super glue on the back all the way around that kind of fill in the little gap, and it's very sturdy. Now, they won't be getting much vibration, but they do get heat, and just to be as secure as possible. This side was kind of cool because on this side, we were able to take this clear plexiglass lens off and then double-sided tape it to that piece, and this will sandwich down. So that one's definitely secure. We're not worried about that. The factory used to have these little rings. Yeah, that's the right one. So these little rings go on it to help diffuse the light, which look really nice, but they just won't work. I can get it to work on this one, but I'm not able to put the second one on the other light. It's just not possible. So unfortunately, this is what we're gonna deal with, but we'll put it back together. I've already taken it out of here. I need to put a hole in the backside for the wires to come out. Then we'll put a grommet and seal it all nice. We've already spent a considerable amount of time to clean out all this excess glue that used to be here, and then we clean it here. Like I was saying earlier, this part is the worst part of the Challenger. It's actually the only headlight I've ever seen that you can actually, it's a separate seam. So instead of one constant, there's two of them. So that's something to contend with, and let's get going.
The next day.
We're back at the workbench. We've got all the lights put in. I did decide after sleeping on it that I wanted to modify the existing housings. Instead of throwing these diffusers away, I modified the top. This one's still the factory, nothing changed. There are a couple tiny zip ties up here, but this just looks a little better, more diffused, just better off. But now we're gonna go through, we got this butyl rubber that we heated up in the oven. You can't go too long or it doesn't work well. And now we're going to feed all this in and get it all sealed up. Okay, so now I put the bugle all the way around. You notice it gets very tacky. The warmer it is, the easier it is to move, but then it gets too hot, it gets a little sticky. So this is the most challenging area on the Challengers just because of the location of everything. Taking it apart and putting it together both kind of suck. But what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put it back in the oven. Well, scratch that. We're gonna make sure all the fingerprints are off because once it's inside, it's like inside of a fish tank. So you're never gonna clean it again. So we're gonna make sure it's all clean. Then we're going to heat it up in the oven. And we're gonna make it really sticky this time, so we're gonna a little longer in heat, and then we'll take the lens and just press it into it. And then once we get done with that, I'll lay another bead around. That's just a little extra precaution, make sure we're nice and sealed. We just finished putting the lens back on, and now, after sealing this the double time just to make sure it's all good, we went through and started putting on all these plugs, the caps, the lights, make sure everything works right. You don't have to take all these lights and stuff off when you go to bake a headlight and take it apart, but it definitely helps to get the air flowing through it, warming up. Not to mention, if you touch this with your bare hand, it's warm. If you touch like this, you're gonna hurt yourself. So the best thing is just take it off ahead of time. But other than that, we're ready to put them on the car.
But wait, there's more.
Now this Hellcat actually has air ride in the trunk. Now, as cool as this looks, nothing that little lighting won't help. Hey, we added a few lights to the trunk as well. We had 4 lighting strips. These are all RGB controlled via your phone. So Diode Dynamics made these lights, and these are fantastic. Give them a little something to look at nighttime. So we just wrapped up the headlight build on this custom. So it does come with a controller. So we've got RGB, so red, green, blue. This also works from your phone. I personally like the auto mode. Just lets you play around, do a little stuff. But what do you guys think? If you guys need anything, give us a call, 615-462-6074. My name is Andy from Overkill Customs. We are located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. See ya.